Joining me now to speak about some new initiatives from Cornwall Police Service is Constable Dan Cloutier. Welcome, Constable.
Thank you for reaching out to me.
All right, so the police service announced last week Paws on Patrol, a brand new neighborhood watch type initiative. So why don't you tell me a little bit about where the idea came from?
Yeah, I know that it's initiated in the States, or they're very active with that. However, we took interest in this because we think it's a great incentive to get the community engaged. We're pretty much going to be looking at near future launch on this initiative, and looking forward to it.
Absolutely. So why don't you tell me a little bit about how it'll work?
So basically, it would be somewhere along the lines of a neighborhood watch program. However, we'll be reaching out to dog owners that enjoy the outdoors to be our extra eyes and ears. So what we're going to be doing is having a recruitment process, and then from there we've already got actually the bandanas that indicates that they are part of the Paws on Patrol with us. And they'll be walking the parks as normal and reporting any suspicious activity to police.
And what sort of suspicious activity might they be on the lookout for?
Well, large gatherings of people, cars driving slowly with the headlights off, people sitting in a parked car watching activity in the neighborhood, maybe cars following delivery vans, cars parked in unusual places. Mischief, we'll take Cloutier Park. It's a great place to go for a walk, and if there was a mischief taking place, maybe one of our Paws on Patrol members would reach out to us. So, therefore, deterring any crime.
Now, you talked a little bit about someone who was the ideal candidate, kind of being someone who likes the outdoors, likes walking their dog. But can you tell me a little bit more about who you might be looking for in terms of recruits?
We'll be looking at adults from 18 to 80. It doesn't matter the age. We will be doing a screening process, however, to make sure that they're a good candidate that fit our objective, and we'll take it from there. We're hoping to this grows legs, and we have members throughout the city.
Excellent. Now, just moving on a little bit to fraud, because this is something that you and I, of course, have talked on the show a lot about in the past years, and we know that it's tax time, so people are probably getting those fake CRA calls, but we know with COVID as well, there's always the potential for fraudsters to adapt and find new ways to trick vulnerable people. So why don't you tell me a little bit about that and how people can protect themselves from fraud?
I guess one that stands out right now would be, obviously the Canada Revenue Agency, but anytime anybody sends you an email or gives you a phone call and they're looking for gift cards, that's a big red flag. Gift cards are better than cash in a sense. Once you give the 4-digit code on them, that money's as good as gone, and you'll never see it back. And we will not be able to investigate that because it could be somebody from out of the country as far as that goes. So be very leery about the gift cards. People, government agencies, and the average business does not look for gift cards for payment.
Absolutely, and we just can't reiterate enough to slow down and take a good look at any email you receive, and make sure that any phone calls you receive is from a trusted source, even if you have to check the number or call back, correct?
Yeah, so whenever you get an email and it might resemble a legitimate email address, look at it very closely. Sometimes they'll change something as innocent looking as an I for a 1, and that throws the legitimate email senders email off. Like they've just disguised it with replacing it with a 1 instead of the I, and that's easily overlooked by people, and that's commonly done. It's a method of trickery, and at the end of the day, it costs our citizens a lot of money.
Absolutely, and it's all meant to avoid that. So if we can just be keep a little cognizant and a little aware and slow things down. On that note, Dan, thank you so much for joining me for this update on both the Paws on Patrol as well as frauds, and of course, Cornwall Police is always there if people have questions or inquiries.